everyone, and welcome back to My English Teacher. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here with us today.
And I'm Paul. Thank you for tuning in again. This is the place where learning English feels warm, natural, and part of everyday life.
That's right. We talk about real feelings, real situations, and we help you express them in simple, natural English.
Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps our little community grow.
So, today we're talking about something everyone experiences: bad days. Those days when nothing seems to go right.
Oh yes, we've all had them. The alarm doesn't go off, you spill your coffee, and somehow you step in a puddle on your way to work.
Exactly. Sometimes it feels like the whole world is testing your patience. But today, we'll talk about how to describe a bad day in English and maybe even find some comfort in it.
Sounds perfect. Let's start from the beginning. Emily, what usually makes your day feel difficult?
I'd say when my morning routine falls apart. Like when I wake up late, forget my keys, or can't find my phone.
Oh no, the classic morning disaster. I had one just last week. I woke up late, my toast burned, and my bus drove away right in front of me.
That's so relatable. There's actually a good phrase for that kind of moment. Everything goes wrong. You can say, "This morning, everything went wrong."
Let's try it together. Repeat after me, everyone. This morning, everything went wrong.
Great. And when you talk about a morning like that, you can also use expressions like a rough morning or a crazy start. For example, I had a rough morning today.
Or, my day started crazy. My coffee machine broke. I think that's my favorite bad day story.
You and your coffee, you can't live without it.
True. No coffee, no energy, no smile. It's a simple formula.
You know, mornings really set the tone for the whole day. If something small goes wrong early, it can change your mood fast.
Yeah, and weather can make it worse. When it's raining and dark, I just want to stay in bed all day.
Same here. Rainy mornings are cozy, but they can also make you feel lazy. The phrase "under the weather" fits perfectly. It means feeling a bit low or tired.
Ah, yes. Like I'm feeling under the weather today. Not sick, just not great.
Exactly. Let's all try it together. I'm feeling under the weather today.
You know, weather really affects emotions. Sunny days make me smile, but gray days make me quiet.
That's true. I think light and sound change our energy. When the sky is bright, even small problems feel easier to handle.
Speaking of problems, small ones can really add up at work or school, like when your computer freezes or your teacher gives extra homework.
Or when you send an email to the wrong person. That's one of the worst.
Oh no, did that happen to you?
Yes! Once I sent a personal message to my boss by mistake. I wanted the floor to swallow me.
That's a classic. It's one of those moments when you just say, "Can this day get any worse?"
That's another great phrase. Can this day get any worse? It shows frustration, but also a little humor.
And when things keep going wrong, you can also say, "It's just one of those days." Like, "Don't worry, it's just one of those days."
Yes, it's a kind way to remind yourself that bad days happen to everyone.
Sometimes I think bad days teach patience. You can't control everything, like the weather, traffic, or other people's moods.
That's so true. And that's where friends make a big difference. Talking to someone about your bad day can make it feel lighter.
Yeah, sometimes I call my best friend and say, "You won't believe my day." Then we just laugh about it.
Laughter is medicine for the heart. Even when you're tired, laughing changes your mood instantly.
Absolutely. When I talk to friends after a stressful day, it feels like the storm in my head calms down.
Beautifully said. So, let's give our listeners a few phrases they can use when sharing about their bad day with a friend.
Sure, you can say, "It's been a tough day," or "I had a really stressful day at work."
Or, I'm just exhausted today. That one works well when you don't want to explain too much.
And if you want comfort, you can ask, "Can we talk? I just need someone to listen."
That's a lovely phrase. Remember, English isn't just grammar, it's how you connect with people emotionally.
Exactly. When you share honestly, your words become more natural and real.
Speaking of comfort, food always helps on a bad day, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. My comfort food is pizza. When I feel down, one slice, and I'm smiling again.
Mine is warm soup. It feels like a hug in a bowl.
That's such a sweet way to describe it. Let's teach our audience a new phrase, comfort food. It means food that makes you feel better emotionally.
Exactly. Try saying, ice cream is my comfort food, or I eat noodles when I need comfort.
Everyone, what's your comfort food? Comment below. We'd love to know.
Food connects people. Even a small snack can make you feel cared for. It's like saying, it's okay, tomorrow will be better.
That's so true. And tomorrow really is a new start. You never know what good thing is waiting for you.
I love that thought. Bad days end, but your strength stays.
That's a perfect message for today.
Hold on, Paul. We still have to talk about how to fix problems and find solutions.
You're right, because learning how to talk about problems is one thing, but learning how to solve them, that's even better.
So let's take a short breath and dive into that next. So, Paul, when your day starts badly, what do you usually do to make it better?
Honestly, I try to slow down first. When I rush, I make more mistakes. So I stop, breathe, and take a short break.
That's really smart. There's a nice phrase in English for that. Take a step back. It means to pause and think calmly before reacting.
Exactly. You can say, I decided to take a step back and not get angry. It's like pressing the pause button in your mind.
I love that image. Sometimes one small pause can stop a bad moment from turning into a bad day.
Yes, and another thing I do is write down my feelings. It helps me understand what really bothered me.
That's a good idea. You can use the phrase, clear my head. It means to remove stress from your mind. Like, I went for a walk to clear my head.
Right. When I walk outside or listen to music, my head feels lighter and I can think clearly again.
It's amazing how small actions help. Sometimes even cleaning your room or organizing your desk can change your energy.
True. You feel like you're fixing something small and it gives you power again. You can say, I needed to do something productive to feel better.
That's a nice phrase. To feel better appears a lot in English. You can use it in many ways. I called my friend to feel better, or I watched a funny show to feel better.
Speaking of friends, I think they are the best medicine for a bad day.
Totally agree. Talking to someone who listens can make everything feel smaller and lighter.
Yes. I usually call my best friend and start with, you won't believe what happened today. Then we just laugh about it.
That's perfect. Laughter changes the whole atmosphere. You can even say, after we laughed, I felt much better.
And sometimes your friend doesn't need to fix anything. Just being there and listening is enough.
Exactly. There's a beautiful English phrase: a problem shared is a problem halved. It means when you talk about your problems, they feel smaller.
Let's practice that, everyone. A problem shared is a problem halved.
Great! That's one to remember when your day feels heavy.
You know, I also notice that food plays a big part in a bad day.
Oh, yes, we all have comfort food. For me, it's warm soup or chocolate. It feels like a little hug in a bowl.
Mine is pizza. When I feel sad, a slice of pizza makes me smile again.
So, everyone, you can say, my comfort food is pizza, or I eat noodles to feel better.
It's funny how food can bring comfort. I think it's not just the taste, it's the memory behind it.
That's true. Sometimes it reminds you of home or someone you love.
Or a peaceful evening after work when you finally relax. That's when bad feelings fade away.
Yes, those quiet moments matter. When you light a candle or listen to rain sounds, your whole mood softens.
Speaking of rain, weather can really affect emotions, right?
Definitely. On gray days, I feel slower, more reflective. On sunny days, I feel more active and positive.
I'm the same. When it's raining, I just want to stay inside with a blanket and a cup of tea.
That's so relatable. There's even a phrase, under the weather, meaning you feel a bit tired or not your best.
So you can say, I'm feeling under the weather today. It's not serious, just a little low energy.
Right. And sometimes that feeling isn't about the weather. It's just life reminding us to slow down.
That's deep, Emily. I think when everything feels heavy, the best way to start again is to do one tiny thing differently.
Like smiling at a stranger, cleaning your workspace, or writing one good sentence in your journal.
Or learning one English phrase. Even that can give you a small sense of progress on a bad day.
True. Learning something new always makes you feel proud.
So, after a long week of small troubles, how do you usually spend your weekend?
Oh, weekends are sacred to me. I like to wake up late, make pancakes, and do something creative, like painting or reading.
That sounds peaceful. For me, weekends are for recharging. I clean my space, go for a walk, and meet friends in the evening.
Recharge. That's a great word. It means to rest and get your energy back. Like, I need the weekend to recharge.
Exactly. You can also say, after a rough week, I want to recharge my mind and body.
That's perfect. And a rough week means a difficult or tiring week.
Yes, it's been a rough week, but I'm trying to stay positive. That's something I say often.
You're not alone in that. Everyone feels that way sometimes. The key is to find little joys between the stressful moments.
That's so true. Even something simple like walking to your favorite bakery or watching a sunset can lift your mood.
Exactly. Sometimes you just need to notice small, beautiful things around you. That's how you survive tough days.
And weekends remind you that every hard week eventually ends. There's always a pause, a moment to breathe again.
So true. That's why I like to make weekend plans that feel like a reward, something to look forward to during the week.
What kind of plans?
Maybe a quiet brunch, a visit to the park, or a long talk with someone I care about. Nothing big, just warm and real.
That's the best kind of plan. Sometimes the smallest moments are the most healing.
Absolutely. And speaking of healing, Do you ever think about past bad days that taught you something?
Oh, yes, a lot. Looking back helps me realize that every bad day eventually becomes just a story, not a weight anymore.
That's such a meaningful thought. Let's talk more about that. How remembering past bad days can actually give you strength.
I'd love that, because sometimes the past teaches you how to survive the next storm.
You know, Paul, when I think back to my old bad days, I often laugh at them now. Things that felt huge then feel small today.
Same here. At that moment, I thought my world was ending, but later I realized it was just one chapter in a bigger story.
Exactly. Sometimes the pain fades and only the lesson stays. Like the time I missed a flight, I was angry, tired, and almost crying. But that day taught me patience.
That's powerful. I remember once losing my wallet on the subway. I felt so stupid and frustrated, but it reminded me to stay calm and be careful.
And maybe that's what growth really is, turning bad memories into quiet wisdom.
Yes, there's a saying, don't let a bad day make you forget how good life can be. I love that one.
That's beautiful. You can also say, one bad day doesn't define your week. It's a great reminder for English learners, too.
True. Some days you study hard and still forget words. But that doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're learning.
Exactly. Progress is not a straight line. It's full of ups and downs, like life.
That's why I like the phrase, keep going. It's simple, but powerful.
Right. Everyone, let's say it together. Keep going. When you say it aloud, it feels like giving yourself a little push forward.
I love that feeling. And I think that's the secret. On bad days, you don't need to fix everything. You just need to keep moving a little.
Step by step. Even a small walk, a short talk, or one new English word can be your keep going moment.
You know what helps me on a tough evening? Looking for one good memory from that day, even if it's tiny.
That's a great practice. You can say, I try to end my day with one positive thought. It's simple, but it changes your focus.
Right, like the day was stressful, but the sunset was beautiful. That small shift makes a big difference.
Or, work was crazy, but my colleague made me laugh. Focusing on small good things helps you close the day gently.
That's the thing. We often forget to end the day softly. We just carry stress to bed.
True. Sometimes you need a small routine to calm your mind before sleeping, like reading, journaling, or praying.
Or just saying one kind sentence to yourself. I did my best today. That line always helps me relax.
That's a perfect mindset habit. You can even repeat it like a mantra. I did my best today. It feels warm and kind.
Yes, and that's also how we build confidence, by recognizing our effort, not just results.
Exactly. When you look back at bad days, you realize you survived all of them. You handled more than you thought you could.
I love that. It's like your past self is whispering, see, you made it.
That's such a comforting thought. Maybe that's why gratitude journals and reflection help so much. They remind you how far you've come.
Right. And in English, you can say, I've been through worse to show strength. It means you faced tough times before and you're stronger now.
Good phrase. I've been through worse. Let's say it again, everyone.
I've been through worse. Perfect. You sound strong and calm already.
And when you meet someone who's having a hard day, you can say, I understand. I've been there. It's a kind and natural way to show empathy.
Empathy. That's such an important word. It means feeling with someone, not just feeling sorry for them.
Exactly. And when you speak with empathy, your English sounds more natural and human.
You know, Emily, it's funny how bad days teach us better communication. When you feel pain, you learn to listen more, speak softer, and choose your words with care.
Yes, that's so true. Pain makes people gentle. It teaches kindness.
And that's why I believe talking about bad days isn't negative. It's real. It's human.
Exactly. It helps others feel less alone. When you share your story, you give someone else permission to breathe too.
And that's what this channel is all about. Real English for real feelings.
Absolutely. Whether you're talking about work, weather, or worries, every English word can carry care and connection.
That's why I love our conversations. They remind me that English isn't just a language, it's a way to understand life.
So true. And when life feels heavy, even a few gentle words can bring light again.
Like saying, tomorrow will be better. It's short, but it carries so much hope.
I say that a lot too, and I think we all need to hear that sometimes, especially after a long, messy day.
Right. Sometimes just going to bed early is the best solution.
Yes, sleep fixes more problems than we think. But before that, I like to end my night with one small happy ritual.
Oh, like what?
Maybe lighting a candle, listening to quiet music, or writing one nice thing that happened, even if it's just, I smiled today.
That's lovely. It turns the day's noise into peace.
Exactly. And that's where I believe a bad day transforms. Not when it disappears, but when it ends gently.
You're right. The end of a bad day is a chance to reset, to prepare your heart for something better.
And sometimes that something better is just tomorrow's sunrise.
Or the smell of coffee in the morning, reminding you that life keeps going.
That's such a comforting image. Let's talk about that feeling. How to start the next day with new energy after a hard one.
Great idea. Because ending the day softly is one thing, but waking up with hope is another.
So, Paul, after a really bad day, how do you find the energy to start fresh the next morning?
I think it starts with forgiveness. Forgiving myself for not being perfect, for getting upset, or for making mistakes.
That's powerful. I like that word, forgiveness. It's soft but strong. You can say, I forgive myself for today. Tomorrow, I'll try again.
Yes, that simple sentence helps me breathe again. It's like saying, I'm human, and that's okay.
So true. Many English learners also need that mindset. Sometimes they get frustrated when they forget words or make grammar mistakes.
Exactly. But mistakes are normal. They mean you're trying. You can say, it's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning.
That's a great daily affirmation. Say it with us, everyone. It's okay to make mistakes. I'm learning.
Perfect. See? You're already speaking with more confidence.
You know, Paul, I think bad days teach patience. And patience is one of the most important skills in both life and language.
True. You can't rush healing or learning. Both take time and practice.
Exactly. Like building a muscle, every small effort adds up, even if you don't see results right away.
I love that comparison. And weekends are like rest days for the soul. After a long week, we all need to refill our energy.
Yes, I call it weekend healing. It's not just rest, it's reflection. You can say, I use the weekend to reset my mind.
That's a good one. Reset my mind. Like restarting a computer that's been running too long.
Exactly. You take a break, clean the system, and everything works better.
So, what's your favorite way to reset?
For me, it's nature. A walk in the park, feeling the wind, listening to birds. It makes me feel alive again.
That's beautiful. I like sitting by the window on Sunday mornings. I watch the light slowly fill the room, and it feels like hope.
Oh, that sounds cinematic. Sometimes peace is just silence, sunlight, and a cup of tea.
Yes. And when Monday comes, I remind myself every week is a new story. You can always start again.
That's such a good reminder, and it's also a great English phrase. To start again. You can say, it's a new week. I can start again.
Everyone, let's repeat that. It's a new week. I can start again.
Perfect. See how calm it feels? Words have power when they come with meaning.
That's why I think English learning is not just about grammar. It's about expressing your real emotions, your stress, your joy, your hope.
Absolutely. When you learn to say how you feel, you start living in English, not just studying it.
Right. Like saying, I had a hard day, but I'm okay. That's real, natural English, full of heart.
And that's the kind of English that connects people. Because behind every phrase, there's a person trying their best.
Speaking of trying, let's teach a few more phrases our listeners can use when their day doesn't go well.
Great idea. Here's one. I'm just not myself today. It means you don't feel normal. Maybe you're tired or distracted.
Another one is, I'm having a rough time. It's gentle and honest, but not too heavy.
Yes, and you can also say, things didn't go as planned. That's polite and calm when talking about a bad situation.
These phrases make you sound natural, not too negative, but still honest.
Right. And when you want to show hope, you can say, tomorrow will be better, or it's just a bad day, not a bad life.
Oh, I love that one. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Everyone, repeat it slowly with us.
It's just a bad day, not a bad life.
Beautiful. That sentence feels like a deep breath.
You know, bad days often make you appreciate small joys more, like good food, kind words, or warm light.
Exactly. It's strange, but pain opens your eyes to gratitude.
That's why gratitude is like a secret superpower. You can say, I'm thankful for small things today.
Even if it's just a good song or a quiet evening, gratitude turns ordinary moments into comfort.
So true. And for English learners, saying what you're thankful for is great practice too. For example, I'm thankful for my teacher, or I'm thankful for my progress.
Yes, it trains both your language and your heart.
I really believe that the way we speak shapes how we feel. Kind words create calm days.
That's so true, Emily. When you use gentle words, even with yourself, your whole day feels softer.
So maybe that's the secret to ending a bad day and starting a good one. Speak kindly, rest deeply, and begin again.
Yes. And remember, no matter how dark one night feels, the sun always rises again.
That's a beautiful image. A new sunrise means another chance, another lesson, another laugh, another word to learn.
And that's what life and language are all about. Growing a little every day, even when things aren't perfect.
Exactly. Every mistake, every bad day, every tired moment, they're all part of your story.
And your story is still being written, one English word, one brave day at a time.
That's such a comforting thought, Paul. I think that's the perfect way to look at life. Always in progress, always lining.
Yes. And for everyone listening, if today feels heavy, remember, it's only one page in your book. The next one can be brighter.
I love that. So let's keep turning pages together. One small English conversation, one hopeful morning at a time.
That's the spirit. Now, how about a warm cup of tea to celebrate surviving another day?
Definitely. Maybe with some chocolate too.
You and your chocolate. But yes, I agree. A little sweetness makes even the hardest day softer.
And that's the message for today. When the day feels bad, add a small sweetness and let yourself begin again tomorrow.
Yes, because every sunrise is an invitation to try one more time. In English and in life.